Good afternoon, people. Happy hump day. Xavier, back again with another video. How you guys like my shirt? Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I wore that yesterday for Triforce Tuesday. Triforce Tuesday has something to do with Legend of Zelda. But this video is not about Legend of Zelda. It's about this. As usual, I'm here to do a recap and my thoughts about a Rockets game, whether they win or lose. And last night, they were in their home court at the Toyota Center against the New Orleans Pelicans. Before I give my thoughts about last night's game, let's do a recap. In the first quarter, Rockets did pretty good. They scored 35 points while the Pelicans scored 28. Second quarter, both teams were tied, scoring 31 points. Third quarter, Rockets weren't doing too good. They scored 25 points and the Pelicans scored 35. Fourth quarter, Rockets once again came up short, scoring 25 points while the Pelicans scored 27. Final score, New Orleans Pelicans 121, Houston Rockets 116. James Harden scored 37 points, had 11 rebounds and 6 assists. CP3 Chris Paul had 10 points, 4 rebounds and 9 assists. Kenneth Farad scored 19 points, had 11 rebounds and no assists. Eric Gordon had 17 points, 3 rebounds and no assists. PJ Tucker had 9 points, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Austin Rivers had 8 points, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Now to give my thoughts about this game. I think I did watch the first quarter of the game and the Rockets were doing good. Now, when I was watching the game during the second quarter, they were winning by 10 points, 59-49. But during the last 2 quarters, they choked. It was theirs for the taking and they choked. They were winning and they had to choke. Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me, Rockets? You were supposed to win last night, and you had to let the Pelicans win. You gotta be kidding me. The Pelicans now has 23 wins and 28 losses. They have 23 wins as of last night when they beat the Rockets. Rockets are now 29-21. I'm not sure how many games left do we have before the NBA All-Star game, but the Rockets can't afford to lose any more games like this. They can't. Especially when they have been on the road before Chris Paul came back from his injury. I hope Clint Capella was watching this because he's still out of action for 4 to 6 weeks due to a thumb injury. But the Pelicans, they did play a good game. I'll give them credit. I can't bash on the other team for beating the Rockets. I have to give them credit and say congratulations. Rockets put up a good game, even though they choked in the last 2 quarters and lost. Hopefully on the first day of Black History Month this Friday, they'll do well against the Denver Nuggets. They got 4 on the road. Friday, Saturday, Monday, and next Wednesday against the Nuggets, Jazz, Suns, and Kings. Then they got 2 games at home next Saturday and 2 weeks from Monday against the Thunder and the Mavericks. Then they're back on the road on the day before Valentine's Day and February 21st against the Timberwolves and the Lakers. They have another game on the road on the 23rd of February against Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and the Golden State Warriors. Then they're back at home taking on the Atlanta Hawks on February 25th. Then they're back on the road on February 27th taking on the Charlotte Hornets. February 28th, they're back at home taking on D. Wade and the Miami Heat. March 3rd and March 5th, they're on the road against the Celtics and the Raptors. March 3rd and March 5th. March 8th, they're back at home taking on the 76ers. March 10th, on the same day of WWE Fastlane, they go up against the Dallas Mavericks again. March 11th, they're back at home taking on the Charlotte Hornets. They have another game at home on March 13th against the Golden State Warriors. March 15th, on my friend Mike Henry's birthday, they still have a game at home against the Phoenix Suns. They have another game at home on St. Patrick's Day against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then they got two games on the road on March 19th and 20th against the Atlanta Hawks and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then they're back at home on March 22nd taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Then they got to face the Pelicans again on March 24th. Then they got to face the Milwaukee Bucks on March 26th. March 28th, they're back at home once again taking on the Denver Nuggets. March 30th, they're back at home, still at home, taking on the Sacramento Kings. And once we get to the month of February, which will be this Friday, then I'll read the games that they have in April, between April 2nd and April 9th. So that's going to wrap up my rant and my thoughts about last night's game between the Houston Rockets and New Orleans Pelicans. I'm very disappointed that the Rockets choked in the last two quarters. They were doing good in the first two quarters, but they had to fuck it up by letting the Pelicans win. And I can't hate on the Pelicans for beating the Rockets. They did a good job. I'm not going to lie. But the Rockets needs to keep fighting and give up. And don't give up. Even Calvin Murphy, Rockets Hall of Famer class of 1993, who y'all know from the Calvin Murphy show that used to be on ESPN Radio 975 The Ticket. Even Calvin Murphy was disappointed that the Rockets lost last night. And I can't blame Calvin Murphy for being disappointed. Hopefully on Friday they can win when they're on the road in Denver taking on the Nuggets. Thumbs up if you like this video. Thumbs down if you didn't. Hit subscribe if you like my content. Click on the notification bell for my next video, which will be later on today or tonight. Because I'm thinking about doing a rant of me playing a video game. I never thought about that until this very moment. But we'll see. It's a little surprise. You just have to tune in. Don't follow your dreams. Chase them. Peace. Go Houston Rockets.